Well, I'm here today with Victor Tran, Head of Finance at Citiplan. Vic, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me, Liam.
Vic, can you please tell us about Citiplan and your role within the business?
Yeah, so Citiplan is a property developer that's been delivering multi-residential assets across Melbourne. More recently, we've delivered 1,500 student accommodation beds just down the road near University of Melbourne. So that's where Journal Student Living comes in. Journal Student Living is our asset management and property management arm that operates the student accommodation facilities, and we report on those assets for our investors.
Absolutely. And tell us about your career, Vic, and your journey to date.
Yeah, so I actually started in this very building when KPMG were here. So I started my career in their audit division. I spent 6.5 years there and then moved across to the deals advisory team, where I worked on capital transactions and deal evaluation for our clients. In mid-2020, I was approached with an opportunity to join Citiplan Property, and I wasn't looking to leave KPMG at that time, but I sort of took a leap of faith and wanted to work in property. Property was something that I was really interested in and had a passion in outside of work, so it made sense from that perspective.
And tell us about that transition, moving from the Big Four, from KPMG into industry. How was that?
Yeah, it's certainly different environments. So KPMG, large global services organisation. Citiplan being a bespoke property developer, is a lot smaller of an organisation, but also a lot more entrepreneurial as well. I guess the size of the teams were very different. So at KPMG, you're working with up to 30 people per project, and we literally have maybe 30 or 40 people in both of our businesses at Citiplan and Journal. So different size and different scale of operations. But having said that, at Citiplan we do have a great team of consultants, so I still have a fair bit to do with the KPMGs and the PwCs of the world, so not too far removed from my previous life.
Absolutely, and I guess moving from the Big Four, it is a challenge, and there would be a lot of candidates watching this, contemplating making that first move into industry. Is there any advice that you'd offer for those people?
Yeah, I'd say to really try to make the most of those opportunities in those bigger firms. So, working on large clients and their strategic projects is a great launching pad for your career. So seek out those opportunities as best as you can, and have a think about where you want to get to in your career and whether or not there's a team within your current firm that might help you get there. So I was lucky enough to spend the second part of my KPMG career in the deals advisory space. So working on large IPOs, large acquisitions, large divestments has really helped hone my commercial analysis and strategic thinking for the role that I'm currently in today.
And speaking about mentors and mentorship, is there anyone that you consider as having a particularly strong impact on your career today?
Yeah, I think one of the best things that you can do for your career is really surround yourself with smart people that you can be inspired by and I guess aspire to be similar to. So I've been incredibly fortunate to work with some really talented people throughout my career, and when you've got great people that can act as a sounding board to not only in a professional basis, but maybe even like career advice. It's always good to have people that can either challenge your way of thinking or potentially even validate your thoughts.
And any advice that you'd offer for those seeking a mentor, somebody that can help guide their career? Any suggestions?
Yeah, I think once you've identified where you want to be, so whether that's property, banking, consulting, or even something a bit more obscure like entertainment or sport, seek out those that have interesting roles that you can see yourself doing, and reach out and ask them for advice. LinkedIn is your best friend when it comes to this sort of stuff, and the worst that can happen is that they're going to say no, so you've got nothing to lose really. Just have a crack.
Victor Tran, thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Liam.